What happens when you strap a pair of motorized roller skates on a giant chicken? You get the cute and fun kart racer known as Chocobo Racing. I'm Magius and here are my thoughts on the game. First off, I will say that this is not one of the games I grew up with. In fact, it's one that I only recently became aware of. But when I put it on, I found that it felt just right, with the weight of the characters and how well you get to move around the game working out really well. But how does that initial impression hold up now that I've played through the entire thing? Well, it's a mixed bag, to be honest. While I still feel that the gameplay itself is overall fine, there are some major hitches to it that keep it from being as good as my experiences with the Mario Kart series. First, and most obviously when you start playing, you have the map designs. While there are a few that are fine, most of the maps have turns that are simply too tight to navigate easily, which creates a much worse experience in the later maps, where you not only bonk against the walls, you fall off the level and have to wait several seconds to get playing again. The pickups are also somewhat problematic. Especially once you get to the full game, there are just so many pickups that just affect all of the other racers, it often feels like it's a luck run if you manage to win. Even discounting those, there are very few pickups that don't target all opponents in front of you, so if you're actually doing well in it, it can feel like you just get pounded on by all the other players with no respite at all. This is particularly frustrating if you are at the end of the map and get blasted back to 3rd or 4th place. Finally, you have the character abilities. Some are benign enough, like Chocobo's Dash, but a great deal of them just make the game feel unfair. Mug, in particular, is frustrating because it generally keeps you from getting the best attacks, and it always seems to hit you right before you can use the attack you've been building up to. The White Magician has an ability that keeps her from being affected by attacks, which makes the race against her very frustrating. Combined with the issues with the power-ups, it means you have to take first place rather than just beating the particular challenger you see in the other levels. But once you get the hang of the drift system and have learned the ins and outs of how to use the items, it becomes quite manageable. The learning curve is steep, to be sure, but it's not insurmountable. And once you get past it, the game becomes quite fun again. There are still moments of frustration with it, but they become minor irritants rather than major issues. Overall, if you can find the game for a good price, I would suggest grabbing it. It's worth the time to play through it, and it's one that I've thoroughly enjoyed during my Let's Play of it. It's not a long game, but I think you'll get your money's worth out of it. So, until next time, folks, Magius out.